Just keep it simple. A simple life is a beautiful life.
Hello, welcome to Just Keep It Simple. Let's talk about some stones, or we call it grit, and some soil here. I'm showing you mainly all the small sizes stones, and the bigger size here I could see is most probably 4 millimeter. So here it's about 1 to 2 or 1 to 3 millimeter. The first one that I want to show you is the Akadama. Akadama has a soft Akadama, hard Akadama, and super hard Akadama. So this one is kind of like the soft Akadama that I used to have. It tends to break down. You can see it's powdery, yeah. So you might want to go with the hard Akadama or the super hard Akadama. So look out for that on the packaging label before you buy this. Now here, the second one here is very similar color or looking like the Akadama. This is actually the Maifan stone. Maifan stone. They call it the medical stone. This one contains a lot of nutrients. This is Maifan stone on the second row here. The third row here, I think everybody knows. Yeah, this is peat moss. Yeah, this is peat moss. This is very fine peat moss soil here. Yeah, but the one that I'm using imported peat moss, yeah, imported peat moss, which has very good drainage for that matter. So I normally use the imported peat moss here. Here is the perlite. Normally the perlite you find in the shop are 2 to 4 mm, but the one I have and also available in our RSLL shop at Shopee Malaysia are actually 1 to 2 millimeter. Yeah, these are very small. These are very suitable for lip tops and conophytum, because the one that is available, the 2 to 4 mm, I find it a bit too big in size for the smaller breed plants like lip tops and conophytum. Okay, so here, this is no other than the pumice. Yeah, pumice is like this. Is very grayish color. This is pumice. Yeah. And here is vermiculite, the gold looking vermiculite. So vermiculite also have many different sizes. They have the fine size, and then they have the 1 to 2 millimeter, and they have the real thick ones. Yeah, so depending on what you're using from, you need to find the suitable size for yourself. This is Kanuma. Yeah, this looks like diatomite. Diatomite is actually another natural insecticide. Yeah, but this is not diatomite. This is Kanuma. Yeah, this is Kanuma, and Kanuma also breaks down easily to powder form. So you do not have to use this too high in quantity. Yeah, just to prevent that breakdown. Last but not least, here is the nutrient soil. Yeah. This is the nutrient soil. This is the 1 to 3 mm nutrient soil. For nutrient soil, there's many types of nutrient soil in the market. Some are premium nutrient soil, some are not. You know, some are just super round nutrient soil. Yeah, I'm not sure whether I could focus this. Some are round nutrient soil, which I find this much better because of the shape. You can see the shapely form nutrient soil. Basically, the roots can grow in between the shapes that is created for this special nutrient soil. Oops, dropped. So basically, I would suggest that you all go for this type of nutrient soil in comparison to the round nutrient soil, because the round nutrient soil, if you look at it, if you put side by side or top and bottom, you will see less aeration space, yeah, which won't encourage so much root growth compared to this shape. Let me show you this one. This is the most favorable stone. A lot of people will buy, you know, oh, I'm going to buy the rainbow stone for my succulent. So this is the rainbow stone because it consists many colors. There's a few types of stone inside. You have red lava rock. They have also pumice. They have the green color, they call it the lime green stone. I don't think they have Akadama inside. So basically these are all the hardcore stones, yeah. And this one at the side of it is red lava stone. I do not have black lava stone, it's just the color difference. So I'm just going to show you the red lava stone here. So I'm going to put this down. The most interesting question of all would be, what soil do I use? Yeah, what soil do I use? And I think there's a lot of consideration to look at instead of saying, yeah, this one general soil will be suitable for all your succulent. I personally feel that there is a lot of criteria you need to look at. Yeah, you need to look at where you're going to put your succulent, what type of succulent you have, where is the location that you're going to put. Is it very moist? Yeah, is it away from the heat? Are they getting the sunlight? So there's a lot of things you want to look at. Ventilation, is it good ventilation, or somewhere that is way away from the air and wind that normally we get when we stand outside. If you ask me, the criteria that I want to look at is, where am I going to put my succulent? Is it over here, the shaded area? Am I putting at the semi-shaded area, or am I putting outdoor? Yeah, so prior to that, I need to know the succulent, whether this succulent is hardy or this succulent is not hardy and easily gets rot. This succulent do not need a lot of watering because the petals are really thick, because there's a lot of water in those thick petals of your succulent. A lot of people wants to know what type of soil mix would bring color to their plant, would bring life to their succulent. There is no right or wrong answer to this. Everyone's staying at a different place with a different sunlight direction, different ventilation. Some houses are way above the hill, which get a lot of great wind and ventilation. Some houses may be at the lowland, which actually get less air and less ventilation. Some houses are facing the morning sun right in front, which is really good. And then some houses have afternoon sun right in front. And some houses have the sun coming out from the east and then goes down to the west, or the other side from the west going down to the east, kind of thing. So you need to look at the location of your house, where you're putting your succulent. But when it comes to raining season, which is really unpredictable nowadays in Malaysia, you might want to upgrade. 80% high grit, you go with this 4, add on 20%. So you can actually safely say 5%, 5%, 5%, and 5%. Alright, does that make sense to you? That is when you want to put it outdoor. Okay, if you want to increase the size of the grit, you may go so, yeah, depending on the plant root size. Some plant has very thick roots, some plant has very thin roots. The thinner the root or the stem, you want to go at a lower size. Yeah, if the root is really thick and the stem too is really huge, because they're very mature plant, you want to use a higher size grit. Okay, but all this you can use the smaller size here. Yeah, I do not want you to spend extra money just to accommodate the formula. Okay, now you want to put it semi-shaded area. I would say semi-shaded area is actually a very good area, because it's away from the rain, but it's also getting the good sun ray, and it's also getting the wind and the ventilation coming through. If you are not comfortable putting your plants outdoor, so semi-shaded area, you want to lower down your grit. You can go to 60% of your grit and the balance of this 4 to your 40%. So 60% of grit, 40% of this pit moss, perlite, vermiculite, and Akadama. All right. If you say, oh, I don't have all this thing here. I don't have the vermiculite. I don't have the Akadama. I only have perlite and pit moss, which is pretty much most of the succulent planters have. Then you can go with this too. So you can go 60% of grit and 40% of this too. Yeah, so you mix around with the formula. Now you want to put it at a very shaded area here, at the inner part here. Yeah, the inner part here. Here you might want to consider putting a fan. Seriously, based on the heat that we are getting nowadays, is really hot. Unless they start to rain, then it actually cools down the entire area. So if you are putting the inner part of the area, you can go with a 50% of grit, and then the other 50% of the pit moss and this vermiculite and you can add in nutrient soil. Yeah, so basically the roots love this nutrient soil. You can add this to your mixed succulent soil. Or you can actually plainly just use the succulent soil, which of course come to a higher cost, but the higher cost does make sense because inside the nutrient soil that we are selling has about 14 elements. And why is this expensive? For a reason, because all the ingredient is all inside one nutrient soil here. Okay, so if you want it clean and easy and simple, this is a plain nutrient soil that you can go just using this. Or if you feel that it's too expensive but you still want to give that nutrient to your plant, you can add some into your soil mix. Happy planting to you. Take care and be safe. Thank you. Bye.